What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazik, aka Unique Mazik, the hardest working man in sports and gaming, and this is another Ultimate Legends roster 4 video, trying to churn these out as I wrap up the entire teams. This is the Denver Nuggets. You see on the screen. You got Marcus Camby here, and you also saw the name of the video. So I explained the FPVR, I explained the roster, and all of that in my last video, which was the 76ers. It's in this playlist, so if you want to see it, you can check it out. You can watch it that way. The links to the playlist is in the description, so you'll be able to follow that video. Go to that one there, which is the last one. It has Barkley on the thumbnail. And so that'll kind of, if you want to know how I'm coming up with these teams and whatever, the formula that I used, all that, the link to the formulas in the description as well. So I'm going to jump right into it because I don't want this video to be quite as long as the other one. As I mentioned in the last video, this roster could not be done without my man Razor. He is the best NBA 2K PC modder I have ever seen in my life. No. So he's the best, y'all. So um I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we got here. Of course, this is a thumbnail with Marcus Camby. The ones that you'll see here are the mods or the either the faces that he Razor redid or the faces that he had to create from scratch. I think there might only be like two that he had to create from scratch. So let's jump into it. And this first one is one of them. Byron Beck did a really good job. Unless y'all are hardcore Denver Nuggets fans, I'm talking about going all the way back to Denver's franchise when he was in the ABA. You probably don't know who Byron Beck is, but it was a good defensive player, rebounder, that kind of player. Just a solid guy. Played a long time for the Denver franchise. So when I'm picking these rosters, I did mention this in the last video. We're going back all the way to the beginning of the organization. So we talking about for the Pistons, we talking about the Fort Wayne Pistons, for the 76ers, Syracuse Nationals, all the way back, right? So Byron Beck, I think you can tell he did a real good job here. Byron Beck looked like Dan Dierdorf to me. I don't know. That's just me. Y'all don't know who Dan Dierdorf is. Google it up. You know what I'm talking about. All right, let's go. Next person, we got Larry Jones. He killed it. Razor killed it on this one too. Very good render here. Larry Jones averaged like 28 a game from the point guard spot for the year that I took for him. So didn't average a lot of assists, but he was definitely getting buckets. So we took him here. He's obviously on the roster. We're gonna look at who made the roster next. This next one, of course, is this Marcus Camby. This is phenomenal. So you see two Ks on the left, which is not very good. Doesn't look like Marcus Camby at all. See the real picture on the right, and this is the one that Razor did in the middle. In my opinion, this was one of the best ones that he did to me. He did some really good ones throughout all bunch of the teams, but this one was spectacular, right? I think it was really spectacular. All right. So, and in this last one, this is Ralph Simpson, another Denver ABA player. Ralph Simpson, a lot of people don't realize this. I might have mentioned this in another video, but Ralph Simpson is the father of India Ari, the neo soul singer. So they really don't look much alike, actually. But that he is a dad. He was a really good player, NBA All Star, very good player for the Denver franchise early in their existence. So those are the ones that Razor did. Didn't have a bunch to do for the Nuggets because a lot of those guys are already on the league, already in the game. So if anything, all I had to do was the ratings. So to reiterate, I did the ratings, accessories, shoes, and all that. Razor did the faces for the people who needed to be redone or created from scratch. All right, let's go and look at who made the team and their FPVRs and all of that. All right. FPVR for the Denver Nuggets. We got Kiki Vandeweghe. I took the 83-84 season for him. We got Chauncey Billups, the 08-09 season I took for him. We got Marcus Camby, as you saw. I got him on the 06-07 season. Allen Iverson, the 07-08 season for Iverson. Iverson did work with the Nuggets. I mean, we gonna have a. I know y'all gonna hate me about this Allen Iverson thing, but we gonna have a real conversation about the Allen Iverson for the Denver Nuggets when I go to the ratings, which is the next thing that I will show. Then we got Nene, the 08-09 Nene. I got the 94-95 to Dikembe Matumbo. The 89-90 Lafayette Fat Lever. In my opinion, Fat Lever may be one of, if not the most underrated player in NBA history. I'm just saying, if you got to pull up Fat's statistics, you will see what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my man's threatening triple doubles, almost playing like a less aggressive scoring Russell Westbrook at one point in his career, putting up near triple doubles every game. Every game. I'm talking about really. I mean, he's doing work. All right, doing absolute work. So next up we have Bobby Jones. 75, 76 Bobby Jones. He started his career there in the ABA. He was his best with them, averaging over 2 blocks, 2 steals a game from the power forward position. Just a lockdown defender. Byron Beck, 68, 69. Not the Denver Nuggets, the Denver franchise. Larry Jones, 68, 69. As you can see, these guys played some years and they won. They won with the team. With with those teams they won. They did well. They played well. So Byron Beck ended up going to the finals. It was the ABA finals. So he got a few extra points for the FPVR. I encourage you, like I said, take a look at the link in the description if you want to know or understand the FPVR. Like I said, Larry Jones. Then we got Dan Issel, 77, 78 Dan Issel. You got the 0708 Carmelo Anthony. Now, remember, this I'm naming the year that I based their ratings off of, but this isn't saying this was the year that put them in it. They're on this list because of their career achievements with the Denver franchise, right? Not just this one season, but this is the season I identified as their best. Then we got Ralph Simpson at the 74-75. Then we got David Thompson at 77-78. And then number one is Alex English, 82-83. Now, y'all might be a little bit, if you're Denver Nuggets fans, you might be a little bit mad at me when we go to the ratings, but it's what it is. All right, I am going to start at the lowest rated Nugget and move all the way up. Here's the thing. Here's what I realized, right? I realized that 2K's overall rating system is a little off. I can't do anything really about it, but I noticed that people are not necessarily as bad as their overall would suggest, and they're not as good necessarily as their overall would suggest. So some people get higher ratings because the rating system puts higher emphasis on certain things that when you actually play with the player, it may or may not show itself to be as much of a detriment or as much of a positive. So you got to kind of watch. So that said, Nene is an 83. Um, I don't think I'll get too much, you know, pushback for that. Now, Larry Jones, I told you how much he scored, and we made sure that he came through big as a scorer here with his ratings. Let me pull up the detailed stuff. Let's see. Oh, we don't want to show that yet. Larry Jones, he came through, decent scorer, decent shooter, I should say. But as a point guard, because he didn't average a lot of assists, they really put a big kibosh on his ratings because I couldn't give him a whole bunch of high passer rating numbers and all of that. And as a point guard, by him not having that, he didn't get quite as high a rating as you would think with the scoring. Byron Beck's also a 93. He's a little bit of an undersized center at 6'9", 225. But I won't call him a stretch big with a 65 open three, but he can shoot it a little bit. But his rebound numbers, defensive numbers are what really going to get him there. Now, this is where I'm going to get the feed. This is where I'm going to get the hate. Because Alex English is one of the greatest scorers of the 1980s, right? Primarily, though, a mid range shooter. So I did not give him a bunch of love from three because he's mostly a mid range post up kind of guy. But he's 6'7", fairly thin. I gave him the love here, and he wasn't a spectacular athlete. But if you look at the shooting, I mean, look at this mid range 96, 91, 93, the layups 95, 94. He can dunk. It's not like he won't dunk. The speed with the ball is an 87. But he didn't get a bunch of high ratings on defense, but not horrible. So I'm not even really sure why 98 offensive consistency. I'm not sure why he didn't get better more than an 85. Not that an 85 is bad, because one thing you will realize, and I said this in the last video, is that my ratings are going to be for the most part lower than what 2K generally does. But if it's all on the same roster, it'll end up being somewhat equal, right? So far, I'm going to tell you of the two teams that I've shown. If you missed the 76er video, Philadelphia 76er Will Chamberlain so far is the highest rated guy at 96. So let's go. Marcus Camby got an 85. Um, Defensive rebounding. That's pretty much what it was about. Ralph Simpson also had the 85. Good scorer, decent outside shooter. I gave him a little bit of love on that. Good defense, drive to the basket well, draw contact. So yeah, and then we got Kiki Vandeweghe at 87. Kiki Vandeweghe could score, like he could light it up for real. So I had to represent with the scoring there. You see his 3-point shooting is fantastic. There's one year he led the league. Actually, he wasn't even with them at that point, but one year he led the league in 3-point shooting, averaged 48%. He shot 48% from 3-point range. I think the year I took for him for the Nuggets, he might have shot like 38, 39%. So a very good 3-point shooter, very good shooter, period. And I think the year I took for him, he averaged 28 a game. So we had to represent on the scoring. He got an 87. Dan Issel with that 89. Some people might argue that his time period with the Nuggets might have been amongst the best in Nugget history. He is his three is a 73 open three, but when I played with him, when you run pick and pop with him, he knocks down that three from the top of the key pretty well. His shot motion is pretty was pretty easy for me to get. So I did pretty well with him running pick and pop at the top of the key, especially with Chauncey Billups and Allen Iverson. So I like playing with him. 89 overall, obviously not bad. He does pretty well. Next we got Matumbo. He's also an 89. The rebounding and the defense is serious. I played a game with him head to head against Will Chamberlain, and I'm telling you, it was really entertaining watching what it was like seeing Will Chamberlain. Obviously, it's the cyber version, but what it was like to watch Will Chamberlain play against a player his size, like, and with really good strength. So it was pretty cool. Next, we got Chauncey Billups. He's also an 89. Now, why is Chauncey Billups rated this high? Because Chauncey Billups shot the lights out with the Nuggets. I mean, you see what I gave him for the threes. Wasn't a great athlete, especially at that point in his career at 32, but he could really shoot. And he was a fantastic free throw shooter, really good ball handler, good passer. And according to point guard, the algorithm set up for the point guards, where his highest numbers are in some very valuable or valued categories. So does he get to 89? Next, we got a 90 for David Thompson, the Skywalker. Just a six score, sick athlete. One of the best athletes so far that I have rated. He got a 98 driving dunk, a 90 contact dunk. Only gave him a 49 standing dunk because he's only 6'4". You don't see too many 6'4" guys with a high standing dunk. The layups are hot. He does well. He can shoot the three a little bit. 77 open threes, good enough to knock it down. You can't leave him open. David Thompson with the 90. Next up, we got Melo, also with the 90. Uh, I was killing with Melo, to be honest. I was knocking down threes in the corner. The handle was nice. I gave him a little bit more athleticism because this is 23-year-old Melo, so it'd be different than the Melo that you're going to see on the Knicks. But yeah, 23-year-old Melo got game, gave him a 90 overall, one of the highest on this team. Next, we got Bobby Jones. Bobby Jones with a 90. Now, you like Bobby Jones with a 90? I'm telling you, look at Bobby Jones' stats. Let me see if I can pull them up here. Oh, they don't have career stats for him. Wait a minute, I might have had to create this Bobby Jones and then add the head. I think we did. We had to create him and add the head because he wasn't on the Nuggets. But Bobby Jones was a absolute lockdown defender, slashing rebounder. I didn't give him a bunch of look. I mean, you just see how they do with the ratings, right? So here he is, a small forward, power forward. He's not much of a shooter. 72 open, mid-range open, 50 on an open three, only a 70 on the free throw. Now he was a really good athlete. Like Bobby Jones would dunk you. I'm talking about dunk you with the when he was with Denver and dunk you when he was with the 76ers. It's funny that the two teams so far that I'm showing in the video both have Bobby Jones. This is a better version of Bobby Jones. 80 standing dunk, 83 drive and dunk, and a 70 contact dunk. But 70 speed with the ball, but the defense is where he got his thing. 95 on hands, and then the rebounding, the offensive rebounding especially was good. Let's see. The defensive consistency was a 95. I gave him a 90 on pass perception, a 90 on steals. He averaged like 2.2 steals a game, averaged 2.5 blocks a game, so I gave him 85 there. 99 on shot contest, a 99 on hustle. Bobby Jones was good. He was good. So let's look at who's next. Allen Iverson, 91. Now, I know y'all saying if you watch the 76 video, you're probably like, how in the world did the AI for the Nuggets end up better than the AI for the 76ers? It's all about the numbers. It's all about the numbers. So I took the 07-08 Allen Iverson, right? 26 points, 7.1 assists, 2 steals, shot 46% from the field. Now, just look at the field goal percentages in Iverson's career. He never shot that one other time in 97, 98 did he have anything better than that. But if you look at that year, he shot under 30% from three-point range, and he only shot 73% from the free throw line. Free throw line is very important for Allen Iverson because he's going to get there. Now, if you look here at the year that I took, he shot 34% from three-point range, and his free throw percentage was just under 81%. The steals are still there. I took some off for speed, of course, because he's 32 years old on this particular version of him. But the way that, I mean, he averaged 26 a game, right? So, no, he didn't average the 33, he averaged an 05-06. But you got to look at how he got to 33, right? This one's close. You could make an argument that the 05-06 Iverson could have been on here because he averaged more assists, he averaged more points. The steals were almost the same. The turnovers are a little bit higher. The field goal percentage is lower, and so is the three-point percentage. So it was actually for me kind of between those 2 years. Well, I'm saying in terms of like if I had to use the Philadelphia year, I'm saying if I'd have used 05-06, this is almost the year I would have taken. Uh, and then that probably would have been closer to a 91. But if you remember the 76 Iverson, I rated an 89. But I have played against that 80s that 76er version that I re-rated, and I'm gonna tell you, he's a demon. He's a demon. You're gonna see a little bit of a video of him next up. He's a demon. So I wouldn't worry about whether or not Iverson's gonna play like Iverson. I'm promising you, when you see the video, you'll see what I mean. All right, next up, we got the top rated player on this team, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna pull up these stats. Fat Lever with a 92 is the top rated guy. Now, the fat lever that I took, I just want you to pay attention to the rebounds and assists, and remember, this is a 6'3" point guard. Okay, 89, 90, 88, 89, whichever one you like. 34% from three, 41% from three. The field goal percentage is right in there. The steals, 2.7 steals, 9.3 rebounds, 7.9 assists, average just under 20 a game. Some of y'all are probably like, I don't even remember who he is. I don't even remember what was about him. I'm telling you, Fat Lever could ball. If he played anywhere else but Denver, where you don't get a lot of attention, I'm telling you, more people would know. And now he didn't play that long, so that's one thing. But Fat Lever could ball, for real, for real. So that's what we got for them. They are, they got 3 point guards, and they got 3 shooting guards. I got Iverson coming off the bench. I'll show you what the rotation. I didn't do this last time, but here's the starters that I got. I got Fat Lever starting, David Thompson at the 2, Melo at the 3, Danis with the 4, Matumbo in the middle. And we got Vandeweghe coming off the bench. Iverson plays 20 minutes. He plays a lot of minutes off the bench. Chauncey Billups, Marcus Camby, Alex English, Ralph Sampson, and then Bobby Jones plays a lot of minutes off the bench too. Nene and Larry Jones are on reserve, so they will play if someone hurts a part of their body. So I'm going to dive in here and let you take a look at this gameplay for the Nuggets, and that'll do it.
Basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. It's the Denver Nuggets and the Philadelphia 76ers. Tip-off goes to Denver. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Matumbo. Thompson is out there with Anthony, and it's Lever in at the point. It's stolen by Matumbo. Thompson passes to Lever. Back to Thompson. The three. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Barkley outside. The three from Iverson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the three ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguardable.
Here's Lever. No good off the front iron. And it's Irving with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. And the basket good by Barkley.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Here's Issel. It's Anthony with the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Iverson. Malone outside. Barkley outside. Clock at 6. Chamberlain kicks to Barkley. And the wing jumper offline. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Anthony, the pass to Lever. Changes up. And the layup is up and in. Lever's got his first 2 points of the night.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Iverson. And the layup falls.
A guy who converts well at the rim, you like to see the aggression there.
You really like him setting the tone early. Physical, challenging guys to stop him.
Here's Lever. Thompson right side. Anthony against Barkley. The shot by Anthony, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Julius Irving, the basket on the assist by Barkley.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Outside Anthony from deep three-point range. And Irving pulls it down. Philadelphia leading by 5 to the inside. Iverson and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. The Nuggets trail by 7. Lever passes to Carmelo. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
Here's Chamberlain. The dish to Irving. Over Thompson. Another miss by Philadelphia. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Anthony, the pass to Lever. Inside. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
It's stolen by Anthony. Thompson dishes to Anthony. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Barkley's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. He has a simple defensive strategy. He said, we're going to try and pester the heck out of their ball handlers. Force mistakes, maybe come away with some steals. We just want to frustrate them as much as possible. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks very much, David. Did you guys see this game playing out as a defensive battle?
If they get their way, it will be. They're coming in with the idea that they can win this game with their defense.
Well, if they've done it before, sounds like their goal is the same as always. Cause as many problems as possible with their D and never let up at that end of the floor.
Here's Lever. Here's Issel. He's covered by Malone. And another miss by Denver.
Ah, nice move inside. Has the defender beat. Just fails to finish.
Irving. Philadelphia getting another chance here. Goes up again. Here's Barkley. And it's sent back by Matumbo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Matumbo. Just an incredible shot blocker.
Philadelphia leading by 10. Barkley outside. And yes, it's good. Barkley's got 6 points.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
In my opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
The wide open look here for Anthony. Hits the 3-point bomb. Anthony's got it back down to within single digits for Denver. Outside Irving to the paint. Here's Barkley, and Barkley throws it down.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Double digits in the first quarter. The only thing they have to avoid is taking their foot off the gas.
Now here's Thompson. There's the pass to Issel, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And Philadelphia has possession. The 76ers leading by 11. That's tipped. Here's Lever, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. McGinnis, he's checked in for Chamberlain. Cunningham comes in for Barkley. Collins checked in for Irving. And Cheeks is subbed in for Allen Iverson. Now here's Iverson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Cheeks. Passes it to Collins. Here's McGinnis from the line and misses it off the right side of the rim. Collins against Iverson, and Jones has it in the corner. To the inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Iverson against Collins. Billups from outside. No good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. It's stolen by Jones. Cheeks against Billups. Down low, Malone with the steal. Cheeks against Billups. Pass to Cunningham. Here's McGinnis to the middle. Cunningham gets the bucket. And now an 11-point Philadelphia lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so here's Denver. Outside Billups. Pass to Vandeweghe. And yes, a nice assist from Billups.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The 76ers leading by 8. Cheeks kicks to Malone. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his first foul. Jones checked in for Moses Malone. Hugh, he's checked in for Denver. To the left wing. Iverson against Cheeks. McGinnis. Wide open shot is on the money.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
They swipe it. Cheeks' shot is good.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
He kicks it to Collins. The pass to McGinnis. And McGinnis throws it down.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Cheeks against Iverson. Here's Cheeks. Passes to McGinnis. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Hard to maintain your discipline, but obviously this was the game plan coming in, and they're carrying it out.
And so it's Philadelphia up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this.
I'll be weak. I'm rather unique.